Hi everybody, I'm Tracy Patton.
And I'm Kathy Ryan.
And this is Women 2018, and we are on an adventure. It just keeps getting better and better. We're traveling across the country interviewing the many women running for political office this year.
And the majority of the women who are running this year are running for the first time.
Yes.
This is history making in the United States.
Absolutely, and we were just in Michigan interviewing 4 great candidates, and now we're in Tustin, California, that's Southern California, in District 45, where Katie Porter is running for Congress. And here she is. Come on
join
in.
us. Hi, thank you guys
Come
so
join
much.
our little coffee class.
I'm so excited to be here with both
So
of you.
great to have you here. And by the way, everybody, you might be wondering where we are in District 45. We are in Katie's town hall space, right? You're having a town hall tonight.
Yep.
And that's what the Step and Repeat is for. So this is I can just feel the energy. I can feel it already.
These town halls are so wonderful.
I know.
They're really the best part about being a candidate.
Yeah.
Is getting to meet all the people in the district. Yeah. I mean, some of them have never come to a political event before, which is incredibly exciting. Some of them are first-time voters, and so we get a wonderful mix of people, from those who have been fighting for years for their values to those who are really new to the process.
Great. Well, I want to ask you first about being a longtime Cub Master. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I got involved in Cub Scouts the same way that I think everybody else did, which is that I had boys. And so when you have boys and you're trying to figure out what to do with them, and so that's the natural entry point for most people. But it's turned out to be one of the most rewarding things I've ever done.
Really?
I love teaching leadership. I love being with my sons, and I like seeing families be together. There's so much drop off and pick up and sit on the grass and cheer from the sidelines. And the thing about Cub Scouts that I think is so inspiring is that it's hands-on. So it's saying to that parent, yes, your son can learn how to do this, and you're going to teach them. And the parents say, I don't know. So as much of it is coaching parents in how to work with their kids as it is coaching the kids.
Okay, and I have to, excuse me for interrupting, but I have to say something. My favorite age for boys is like the Cub Scout age.
Yeah, no, it's
There's nothing,
best.
nothing better than these darling little boys that are, well, whatever.
It's a wonderful age, and they have a lot of energy, and they want to learn, and it's wonderful. And so I have 2 boys, and I've been doing Cub Scouts for 6 or 7 years, and I recently got the Leader of the Year award here in Irvine.
And I want to ask you, how many women are Cub Masters?
More than there used to be,
Okay.
but not as many as there probably should be. And so one of the things that's interesting in the campaign early on, there was this discussion about, well, we should call you a den mom. And I said, I'm not a den mom. I am the Cub Master, right? Like, I have 70 wonderful boys. I've built this very successful pack with the help of all these families, and I'm going to own that leadership role. But we recently had such an exciting time, which is as my kids got older, you hand down the uniforms. And then when my son Paul got done with being a Tiger, I got rid of his uniform. I gave it to another family. And so we just had to go to the Scout store and buy all new stuff because my daughter Betsy became one of the first girls.
The first girls, did you guys
so excited about that?
Her daughter became one of the first girls to be a Cub Scout.
Yes.
And
she was incredibly excited.
I
and we just went through and did a little bobcat ceremony where she got her first badge. She was just thrilled. And it was really exciting to see her brothers be so proud of her. And the way that it's bringing the family together, even in my own family.
Well, so in addition to being a Cub Master, you are an attorney.
Yes, absolutely. I am. I'm a consumer protection attorney. And so I've spent my career fighting to help families who were cheated by big banks. I did lots of work on families who were facing foreclosure. And the pain that those families faced as they were trying to figure out if they could keep their homes. They would often be juggling, should I pay for a medical bill, or should I pay the rent or the mortgage? And I worked for 2.5 years on the ground here with our then Attorney General, Kamala Harris. She's now our U.S. Senator. And she asked me to take on this role of fighting to make sure that the banks did what they promised, both in terms of changing their practices, no more lost paperwork, no more hanging up on people after 30 minutes on hold, no more foreclosing by accident, and then also to make sure that they got the relief that they promised. So we got $18 billion here in California, and right here in Orange County, over 11,000 families. They're in their homes, they're in their schools, they're in their neighborhoods because of the work that our team did.
And if this isn't enough, Cub Master, attorney, saving the consumers, you are now running for Congress, So describe the moment you decided to run.
Yeah, so for me it really started the night of Trump's election. And so it was realizing that in our own backyard, everyone was upset about Trump. But nobody was talking about Representative Mimi Walters, who is here in our own backyard and doesn't represent our values and doesn't fight for Orange County families. And so it was really about saying, I've been fighting for families my whole career. I'm a good mom, I'm a good lawyer. I can do this, I can step up and make sure that Orange County families have the voice that they deserve in Washington.
Wonderful.
And so, Katie, what do you see are the challenges for women running for the first time?
I think there's challenges for any first-time candidate. I think for me, one of the challenges is I've achieved a lot of professional success. And so it's been a long time since I've had to do anything that I wasn't good at. So you're always learning as a candidate. And that's something Elizabeth Warren told me when I told her I was going to run. She was my teacher and mentor, and she said, I absolutely think you should run. I'll be with you every step of the way. And she said, every day that you're a candidate, you'll learn something new.
I'm sure.
You'll learn something about your community you didn't know. You'll learn something about an issue that you're not an expert in, and you'll learn something about yourself and your own skills.
And with politics, of course, comes conflict. So how do you think women differ in conflict resolution?
I think women have a lot of focus on where they want to go and less at stake in kind of how they get there. And so it's more like, where do we want to be? And then they back into how to get there. And I think they're willing to be a little bit more creative and flexible in the process of getting there. And so I see women very much standing up for their values, not compromising their principles, but being flexible about and creative about how they get there. And some of that's because they've had to be to achieve some of the success that they've had.
And I bet being a Cub Master has helped you with conflict resolution.
Oh, absolutely. We do a lot of conflict training and a lot of leadership skills.
Bring in those Cub Scouts.
If anything, just having 3 kids in a minivan for hours
Right.
teach you a lot of skills right there.
We've been doing this from the time you have your first baby.
Yeah, no,
You realize
exactly.
that. It's just part of who we are.
Exactly.
Well, people always say, like, as a candidate, are you busy? You know, how are you juggling all this?
Yeah.
And I always remind them, like, I've been a mom for 12 and a half years. I've been a working mom this whole time. Kind of a busy schedule and juggling competing demands is something,
absolutely.
It's not new to this campaign for me, and it's certainly not new to the many women across the country.
Right.
And one last question, Kate. What do you think the impact is going to be with all these women running in what we're now calling the pink wave?
Right.
We're getting pink outfits.
Not only running, but winning.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think it's an incredibly important moment. I think it's a chance to really transform not just the composition of Congress, but the progress that we make on policy issues.
Yes.
So one of my favorite things that I've heard anybody say is my mentor Elizabeth Warren said, you know, look, electing more women is not something we do for women. It's something we do for Americans.
Yes.
And so we've seen that over and over again, that women lead in different ways, in ways that add to the productivity of Congress. And so this is something about not just women coming into the leadership, but all voters supporting women in leadership.
I love it.
It's so important. It's
Yes.
so important.
Well, Katie, it's been so great to talk to you. And if you want to know more about Katie Porter, go to katieporter.com. Keep on following us at women2018.org and keep on spreading the word. Watch all of our interviews, including Katie's, and we're across this, social media platforms. And one last thing, you guys. Remember, don't vent, vote. Every vote counts.